Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I am so happy it's a weekend. We are going to have a fantastic weekend. I'm live here with Judy from Mama SA, and it is for behind the scenes. So we're going to be sharing what we're doing, and we're going to be doing some really cool giveaways. So there's my banner. Don't forget to join in the comments to win. So once again, I am not that well prepared. It's quite hectic doing a live video every Friday, isn't it, Judy?
It is. Hi, everybody. No, it really is. Like, I get to Thursday and I'm like, what have I forgotten?
Well, I get up at 7 o'clock. Well, I started about, depending on what time my kids go to school and if I'm lifting or my sister-in-law. And then I quickly get to my desk and I'm like, what are we doing today?
I think my first WhatsApp to Lynn was, sorry guys, I'm working on my phone this morning because my computer is configuring itself. So I may jump up and down. My first message to you was just after 6:30, I think.
Yes. Telling me what you're going to do today.
Yes.
And I'm like, great, add that in. Perfect. So let's see who we got here today. Oh, we got a couple of people. Morning from Nicole, Emma, Lally, Lauren. Good morning.
Hi, everybody.
Nicole, you've got to join us sometime. Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
Something. What did you win? Where's my brain? Oh, she won the Safer app, a 1-year subscription. Yes. Congratulations. Sakira, Helena, Candace, lovely to see you again. Okay, now they're just coming in so fast and furious that I can't keep up. But good morning to everybody.
Morning, everyone.
You, Bongi, hi. I need to know your email address because I see you everywhere, but I don't see you in my email subscriber list for competitions. Hint, hint. Send me an inbox. Know what I mean? Okay, cool. So what are we doing today? Okay, so firstly, I'm very excited. I've just received Adco CBD. It's CBD oil and it's for daily use. So it's for like stress, anxiety, general well-being. And I can't actually use it. Where's my screen? Okay, put it in front of my face. There we go.
I can see it.
And okay, so it's quite a strange thing. Like I'm actually quite a huge fan of CBD products, but because I'm an alcoholic and an addict, I don't actually use anything that's related to addiction or alcohol. So because it's kind of related to cannabis, I don't want to use it myself. And my husband doesn't want to use it because he's concerned he might get THC in his blood and they do tests at work. And yeah, like for example, I don't use when Judy came over, she bought non-alcoholic champagne, which I mean,
cocktails.
But because I'm an alcoholic, I don't drink non-alcoholic drink because, well, why would an alcoholic drink something without alcohol in it? Then it's, So yeah, can you have a drop, Sandra? I've already got somebody that I'm giving this to. A friend of mine, she struggles with mental health, anxiety, stress, all of that. So after school today, I'm meeting her and I'm going to be giving her this. And she is going to be telling me all about it. And then I will tell you what she says about it. So this is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I love CBD. I believe it's got great properties. Judy, you don't use CBD or promote CBD?
I don't. No, I don't. But also very similar to you. It's purely because of the connection to cannabis. And I don't feel that I can authentically represent that on a child-friendly blog. So that is really why. But that doesn't mean that I don't believe that it can be beneficial. Definitely think that it can help in things like autism, ADHD. I know a couple of years ago, we had a friend who was incredibly ill, and she actually used it, and it definitely did she had a chronic illness, and it definitely you could see some sort of improvement on there. So I don't say that I don't use it because I don't believe in its properties. It's just a personal choice to me not to use it.
Yeah, it's a personal choice, my side as well. But I've got a friend with multiple sclerosis, and she's in a wheelchair. She's actually in a very bad state, and she's been using cannabis oil, and it's very, very helpful. And then my uncle, technically he's my cousin.
Yes.
My dad's first cousin, my second cousin. I don't know how that all works, but I just call him my uncle. He's been diagnosed with terminal cancer, and he was given, I think, maximum a year to live. And he has been really healthy for most of the 4 years, and he's been using cannabis oil, and it's been absolutely good. I chose not to give it to him though, because now he's gone downhill, and he's actually paralyzed now from the chest down, so he can't feel anything. So I thought, like, it'd be nice to give it to him to use, but I don't think we can give much feedback because he can't feel anything. So
I must tell you a really funny story, Lynn, while we're on this. My daughter went to school, and somebody bought cannabis oil that her aunt had been using. And these girls were found with it, and they were so worried about the fact that this girl had bought this. And she came home and she was like, "Mom, this is what this kid brought to school." And I don't think that it's something that should go to school at all. So obviously we all went into the high school. We're like, do you realize that this is coming to school? And of course, being ignorant parents, we were under the impression that this girl had bought in a liquid form of cannabis. We were not, it wasn't, and it turned out to be a CBD herbal remedy that the aunt had been taken. And this kid obviously thought she was smart. But my poor child was horrified. She was like, "Mom." And I was like,
but yeah, that's something that came up for me as well, because the mom that I'm giving it to, our sons are in the same class. And usually when I give something to someone, like, "Mom, your time's differ, this sports, this stuff." So I just put it in my kid's bag, and I tell them, "Could you please transfer it over?" And I thought, okay, I don't think that this is going to go down so good.
But I think that's... I think that's the biggest, because again, as much as I don't promote CBD oils, I do know that there's a huge difference between a CBD oil and a cannabis oil. So, and I think that's where the misconception comes in for a lot of people.
Well, I don't know if it will make my husband have CBD. If I don't know if it will come up in a test. So we just, rather than not doing it. I think ask about and look into.
I think, as far as I know, and you can correct me here, but if anyone knows, please let us know. But I think, as far as I know, the CBD oils don't have THC, whereas the cannabis oils have the THC.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. I don't take them. So please, I'm open to correction here.
Yeah, well, let's jump in the comments here. Okay, let's see. I've got so many coming through. Oh, Emma says she needs that for her stress and anxiety. I believe it's absolutely fantastic. So I will definitely report back as soon as I got some feedback from my friend.
You go back.
Helena, that's nice. Wink, wink. Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Sandra wants to drop. I don't think that this is something we can give away in a competition. I'm actually doing a giveaway. I can't tell you when it is, but it's going to be on my blog, and that is with Adco CBD. But I don't think they're allowed to give away CBD products. There's often rules and regulations around certain health products. So
also, I'm like, I don't know about you, Lynn, but like on my blog and that, I try to stay away from medical. Anything that relates to self-medication and that sort of thing, just because there is a risk for us as bloggers and influencers if we are promoting something that is in the healing sphere, that if something does go wrong, we then become responsible for that.
There is a concern about that.
Yeah.
Lauren also feels a bit funny about using it. She's just not comfortable. Yeah, look, I think it's a very personal thing.
Right.
Hamish, sorry, you need to tell me if you can hear him. I can't hear him.
But it just the level of noise just went up there. I think.
Okay, I tell you what. Yeah, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to go to the lounge. See, I'm working remotely, guys.
Make sure you know your charger. Helena, your first time on this live. Hi, welcome. Great to see you. Oh, Jade as well. Also first time here. Welcome. I hope you're going to have
Okay.
Candace says it'll help with their dad's joint pains. Yeah, I believe it's very helpful. In fact, so this is the CBD oil, and it's a daily one. You also get the CBD capsules for daily, and then you also get a separate product which is CBD for pain. I think you get them in capsules. I don't know if you get them in oil as well. I think you do. So yeah, there's some that
go away.
pain.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah, I don't know if it helps with headaches, but I'll be writing a review on this from my friend's perspective, and I'll let you know. Oh, and Vagutu, how do I pronounce that? Also first time here. Congratulations. Thank you for joining. Nicole, this is so much fun. Yay. And Basing is going to wait for the review. Mom suffers from stress and anxiety. Yeah, I think at the moment, I think almost everybody's suffering from stress and anxiety. This pandemic.
It's October. But also it's October. It's that last stretch. It's almost like when you're pregnant, Lynn. That last month of pregnancy is just, it's 100 years long, you know. I think it's like this year, the last months are pretty much the same.
But it's been hectic this year because I don't know, like it's my daughter's birthday next week. It's we're going away this weekend. We're going away the weekend after my daughter's birthday. Then the weekend after that, we're having a party, and then it's a class party the week after that. And then I think the week after that we break up, and then it's Christmas, and it's just like all the stuff is happening, and yeah. Emma says she's seen studies on CBD oil. And she's heard about it. Yeah, I've heard great, fantastic things about it from a lot of my friends. Sandra wants to know, how is it used and is it affordable? So I think this, you put like 1 or 2 drops, probably in something. Let me just have a look here. Oops. I'm on the Afrikaans side. Let me just see here. Yeah, I can't go through all of this. It's a huge.
I'm just wondering if it would be like, if it would be like one of those that you just like put 1 or 2 drops on your tongue, because some herbal medicines you can just drop on your tongue. Others you like add to your food or into a drink or something like that.
Yeah, so I'll find that all out and I'll let you know. And of course, like I said, there's also the capsules, so you just take it like a pill. So affordable. Look, I think it's a little bit on the pricey side. I know that the capsules, I had a look on the website, the capsules that I think it was like a month's worth, I think it was 357 rand. I can't remember how much this was. I think it was slightly cheaper, like 200 and something odd. So, but it's a natural remedy, which I really like. Where do we buy it? I'll give a link to the website. I think it's Well Living, something like that. It's not, yeah, if you type Adco CBD into Google, you'll come up with their website. And I think you can possibly buy it from other places, maybe Take-A-Lot. I don't actually know. I'll have to check on that. You'll know. So should we jump into our first giveaway?
I think so. Let's do this.
Okay, let me see what we've got. Ooh. Okay, now I'm getting good at this. Share screen. Okay, so we have got this really, really cute pull-along dog from AMS Woodworks. Ladies, if you are interested in winning this, please take note that we are, oh, now where am I? Stop sharing. Okay, so there's the cute little doggy pull-along toy. It's wooden. Okay, there we go. Did it go up on the screen? Fine.
It did, yes, we saw it.
Okay, perfect. So tell us what your area is, because you're going to have to get it in Joburg. Do they deliver in Joburg, or do you have
Yes, they will. No, they will deliver to a winner in Joburg for us. Just a little bit about AMS. Lynn, I have known Adrian and Pietro since I first started Fun Mama, and Adrian made Ronan and Kerry a little wooden car. Hamish, please be quiet. A little wooden car and a wooden dolls cots. And I have to tell you that these things are durable. They moved provinces with me. So obviously when Hamish was just a teeny tiny toddler, I naturally contacted them and bought a whole lot more little toolbox and some wooden cars. And I have just ordered a huge big Christmas train from them. Adrian's work is amazing. And I can tell you that from personal experience, I recommend him to anyone. Be quiet, please. Not just for little. Hold on, everybody. Hamish, you are going to have to nap. No. Shh. Look at me. Look at me. Please look at me. You're going to have to nap, and you will get no Kinder Joy. Please go play. Shh. And that is what happens when you work from home. But yes, so personal experience, I love this stuff. So much so that I will be, it's going onto my Crazy Awesome shop as well. Just because I really, really thoroughly. So you can actually have a look at them at AMS Woodwork. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram. They've got a lovely website up with all the toys. And the toys are really affordable. This little doggy's only 140 Rand.
Oh, that's stunning. So, ladies, if you're interested in winning, just put your town and the age of your child, and we will come and check through the comments later. You know, when it comes to wooden toys and plastic toys, like I am such a fan of wooden toys. One of the best things we got for one of our kids was my sister bought a beautiful wooden rocking horse for my daughter. But unfortunately, when my son became a toddler, we had to give it away because it was going to get dangerous. He was trying to stand on it and walk, and it was like I just saw that completely pear-shaped. So we had to give that away, but it was a beautiful gift. And like you say, wood is so durable. Plastic is very different.
I also find because the toy is homemade and it's wooden, there's no two toys like it. It's also one of those things that, like, if I go to a baby shower or a little one's birthday, I would rather pop a handmade wooden gift there that they can keep forever. It can become an heirloom. Something like this is so lovely because the mommy puts it away when her little one is older, and you bring it out at a matric farewell and everybody can sign it. I mean, what a lovely gift. Or you put it away in a box and hand it down to your grandkids, that kind of thing, you know. And
that's the thing, it will last that long.
Yeah. I love wooden toys.
Curatio feels like you.
Listen, he is so good prior to these lives. Like, I sit him down and I go, Mommy's gonna do her live. We need to be quiet. And he's like, yes. And then he sees Auntie Lynn and he's like, I'm moving to her house.
Candace saying plastic toys are a waste of money. The thing is, my kids are so hard on their toys. They are, I mean, if they can break it, they will break it within like 5 minutes. It's so bad. So I can only go for something that's seriously durable, or it becomes a big time waste story.
I must admit, Hamish is really good with these toys, so we don't have that problem. So my other kids were really rough on their toys. Hamish is pretty good, so I don't feel like I'm wasting the money if I invest in a good quality plastic toy for him. But like when we came out your guys' way and we went to the market there in Langebaan, the first thing I went to was the wooden toys. And I ended up settling on that wooden camera, which just so awesome. I don't know who made it. It was anyway, but the little camera was lovely. And so to me it was a better investment in his holiday toy than if I'd gone down to one of the other shops and purchased something.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh, please do talk on playrooms and open-ended toys.
Oh, yes.
Okay, Judy, go. This is your
okay. Baby. This is me. Okay, guys. I love open-ended toys. The reason why I love open-ended toys so much is for so many reasons, but it is so great for STEM development, and you can use it pretty much from when your child starts to play. And you don't have to invest in a lot of money with open-ended toys. It just needs to be something that your child can create with, they can think with, and develops their imagination. So Hamish has this box of mixed construction toys, which he turns into dinosaurs and all sorts of crazy things. And it's literally just a box of mixed toys. Before that, we had wooden blocks, sticks from outside, stones. And one of the things about open-ended toys is that it's not a definite. So I go into the shop and I buy my child a play set, and that play set, let's say it's a cooking play set, and that play set, the cucumber is the cucumber, the tomato is the tomatoes, the pot is the pot. Whereas if I put him with a big metal pot and a whole lot of wooden blocks and discs and sticks in front of him, he can now find his own stick. He can have cinnamon. I mean, a stick could be cinnamon, right? It could be a sausage. It could be anything. So you're actually asking your child to think way out of the box, become more creative, and play better. And I just find it does so much for their development. When it comes to Playroom, I would say everything in our house is a playroom. I'm sure many of you feel that way. We don't have a designated playroom. I know a lot of moms now are trying to set up like a Montessori kind of playroom. And I would only say have a mirror that your child can see themselves in, because it develops their self-confidence and body awareness and their autonomy. Definitely something that you should have, something. All toys should be low where your child can get them. Rotate those toys. Your child is never going to play with 3,000 toys all at once. Rotate your toys on a weekly basis so that the toys don't get old. Something we've seen a big shift in is hiring toys in. I'm not a big fan, but a lot of people are. But I'm only not a big fan because I found that the toys were way too young for Hamish's development. And a lot of the places didn't offer the opportunity for me to adjust the level of toy. So I did not like it. Also, I wanted to invest in the toys because we homeschool. I wanted to use that again. But yeah, and when it comes to Playroom, try to keep it less cluttered. A child needs space to play. I'm going to stop there because I could talk for 100 years.
That's why it's like I can just look at the comments.
Yeah, she's like, okay, if anyone does have any specific questions, hit me up in the DMs or somewhere there, and I will answer you, I promise you, or I will be here all afternoon talking about toys.
Exactly. So we've got Serena here saying that her daughter takes her scarves and makes herself dresses, and she's the creative one. So what I've got, Serena, is I've got a big box, and every time I buy something, like they've got crazy hat day at school, and they've got or they get anything in a dress up, like a little like a superhero cape or a mask or something. I keep all of that stuff in the box. So we've got a dress up box, and it's absolutely fantastic.
So we have the same. I used some construction poles and I made a little house, and we have a box underneath that, and it's got all hats and scarves, and it doesn't have to be like expensive dress up stuff or fancy dress up stuff. You can literally take some hats and scarves and shoes and bags from your own cupboard and chuck them in there, because kids just love dressing up.
Yeah. Listen, Benoni, is that Joburg?
Yes.
Bongeka! Yay, we have a Joburg mom!
Oh, congratulations!
Like, where are all the Joburg moms? Congratulations! You get the pull along dog. Congratulations. Just send me an inbox and we will sort it out for you. Awesome. Yay! I was thinking, like, is there going to be nobody from Joburg today? Where are you all? It's all Cape Town and Durban. Awesome. Okay, cool. Jill says she feels that the toys my son has is way too much. Yeah, my kids have got so much stuff, and it's all stuffed in boxes all over the house. I also love the open-ended stuff, and talking about that, like my son will get so bored sometimes playing with toys. It depends what it is, but put him outside with a stick or a couple of stones. That boy will be out there all day. He's got a collection of sticks. He drags them from all over the neighborhood back to our house. It's fantastic.
Sticks and cardboard boxes. Like, do kids really need anything more than that?
That's it. When my son gets something, his prize is the box. He's got to keep the box. And then when Smoby Flex Stream delivered that all those cars and tracks, I started packing the boxes away because I need to use that for my photography. And he's there, and he's cut open the one, he's made it into a garage, and I'm like, dude, I needed to take a photo. So I've got to use the box. take a picture. It's so bad.
I still have my boxes. So if you want pictures, just send me a message and I'll take some for you.
No, I'm done. I'm good. You're frozen.
Okay. I know. I saw.
Okay. No, you. And if anybody takes
It's going to
screenshots
be.
when I freeze, if I'm in a terrible position, well, I'll just have a laugh about it, I suppose. But that was so bad last week when Alison sent me that screenshot of how I froze. Anyway, so Smoby Flickstream, your giveaway's finished.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I've done the review on the Smoby Flickstream. It's on my website, and you can still enter to win. I think it's open still for another 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm not exactly sure. But the Smoby Flickstream is fantastic. It's a set of cars and tracks, absolutely spectacular. So if you're looking for a good Christmas present for your child, go and enter, because it really is. I mean, he didn't just stick with the boxes. He really played with that thing. And just take note, you need a lot of batteries or rechargeable batteries.
It's also a really good gift for your husband, because my husband plays with it a lot. So if you're wanting that bonding time and maybe some me time to yourself, I recommend maybe Flickstream for the boys and bubble baths for the mom.
Well, my daughter loves it as well. She's also been playing with it. So
I love it. What I really love is how it goes upside down. I absolutely love that. And then now Hamish
works. Yeah.
And now Hamish has got this thing where he can build the track himself, which is so great, because previously we were helping him build the track. And he comes up with long ones and big ones and short ones. And the other day they were like over the trampoline and under the table. And I was like, yep.
Yeah, exactly. But my son comes and he builds it around me while I work, and I've got this car whizzing across my desk. Boys, Anyway, okay, so let's go to the next thing. Judy, are we going to do you?
Yes, we are. This is yes, this is the last T-shirt competition I'm giving away this year, though.
Okay.
So my vouchers are only valid on the T-shirts, not on anything else that is on the site, because we drop ship the other product.
Perfect. Yeah. So win a 150 Rand discount on your next order with Crazy Awesome, and that applies to a T-shirt. And then I just wanted to check, is courier included, or no? The courier is not included.
No, the courier is not included. Yeah. If you're in Cape Town, you're welcome to collect from me. But it doesn't include the courier. Unfortunately, we do find with a lot of small businesses, myself included, that the courier costs do add up. And so, unfortunately, we just cannot give it away with the courier.
Yeah, but we'll make that clear when we announce competitions where the courier is included. So the 150 Rand Crazy Awesome voucher for a T-shirt, courier not included, but you can collect in Cape Town. What different designs have you got? You basically unlimited.
They usually, it's usually a personalized T-shirt, but it's a vinyl T-shirt. So, for example, I'm not able to put like your face on it. So it's usually a slogan. What really goes down nice over Christmas, I've got some lovely Christmas designs, and they will be a little altered, only because I used a third party previously, but since receiving my cricket, I'm doing it myself. I know. So the designs may look a little different with regards to text, but I've got some lovely Christmas designs that are coming up, and you're welcome to like order a name T-shirt for yourself, which always goes down really well.
Where's my behind the scenes T-shirt, Judy?
My vinyl only arrived on Thursday. Where's my? I've got it. So this weekend it's T-shirt shopping. Yes.
Awesome. I can't wait. We're going to have a behind the scenes T-shirt. How fun!
I know. Look at us. I mean, we're really growing, aren't we? Spreading those wings.
It's going to be amazing. So if you ladies are interested in that competition, put yourself in the comments. Do we have a screenshot of some samples available?
On my Instagram.
It's on Judy's Instagram.
Yeah.
And you can get Judy. Oh, no, it's not on your Fun Mama. It's on Crazy Awesome.
No, it's on Crazy Awesome, which is spelled KraziAwsum.
Perfect. Yeah. and we can just give you the link later as well. I can pop
Yeah.
that in over there. Ooh, Marty, I need a t-shirt saying, so God made a boy mom.
I love that. Yes.
I didn't think I would be a boy mom. I wanted, when I fell pregnant with my daughter, I wanted a girl, and I got my girl. And then when I fell pregnant with my son, I was told at the first scan it's a girl. And I was so relieved. And then at the second scan I went to, they said, do you want to know the gender? I'm like, I know the gender. And they're like, well, your girl has a penis. And I was like, boy mom. And you know what? I think I'm quite a cool boy mom.
Yes, no, I think you are. Hamish thinks you are. My third son, my third child, my second son, we were told he was a girl. And I prepped for a girl with pink and purples and white and lace and yeah. And on the day of his delivery, we discovered, while I only had lace all over my hospital bag, that he was a boy.
Oh wow. Well,
I know.
I didn't do anything because when I heard I was having a girl, I had everything.
Okay.
And a boy, and I'm like, ooh, now I gotta go shopping.
But you know what we did was we used these secondhand stores. You know, they used to like baby go round, so that they would come. And I remember taking all of this girl stuff in. And I was like, can I just swap for boy stuff? And there were like literal tears running down because the girls' things were so pretty.
Well, you know what? The difference between, you know, buying for girls and buying for boys, you know, it's not the traditional pink for girls and blue for boys anymore. So
yeah, well, way back in the 90s, it was still very much pink and blue.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, cool. So Marty, you want that t-shirt? Boom.
I think so.
Yours. Send me an inbox on at kaboutjie.com. At Kaboutjie on Facebook. I don't know if on Judy's page or my page.
Who is a boy?
And then we shall.
That you discovered who is a boy.
Candace says, boy moms rock. I think we do. I think we definitely do. I mean, girl moms too. Taki, she's a girl mom and a boy mom. Yeah, same here. I've got one of each, pigeon pair.
Yeah, I've got 2 girls and 5 boys.
So I want to talk about going away. Guess what?
Oh, yes. I'm so jealous. Yes. I'm already jealous.
So first of all, I've kind of had such a backlog of posts that I've needed to write. So a while back, we went to Buffelsfontein, which is on the west coast, on the R27, and it's a game and nature reserve. And we stayed in their bush camp. It is rustic as can be. So don't expect any electricity, any comforts. The tents are all already set up. And it was amazing for us. But I think, you know, if you like your hairdryer and you like a bit of comforts, it won't be the place for you. And the one thing that stands out for me is that the toilet, it's just this like little house, very small, the size of a toilet, like almost like a portable toilet, but it's, you know, it's a permanent structure. And then it's not a long drop or anything. It's a proper toilet, which I did like. I'm not a fan of long drops. But there's only some cloth over the front. So basically, you're like, it's obviously facing away from the camp. But I went for a pee, and I was looking at a giraffe.
Yeah, I didn't know that would be my kind of thing.
Well, like, that's what I said in the review. Yeah. You know, like, it's not going to be for everybody. But it was superb.
I went away. It was a game reserve in Pretoria. I'm trying to think of the name. Groenkliff, I think it's called. And I was walking with the kids alone. Bear in mind that my kids were still little. I think my older 2 were just teenagers, kind of thing, 15, right about there. And so the others were really little. And I had read previously how a giraffe had killed a vet while the vet was giving them an injection in the neck. Okay, so I was quite worried, and I know as a mother, I'll kill anything that comes near my children. So I can assume that even this docile giraffe would be quite aggressive if she had babies. And here was this lovely giraffe, and giraffes are naturally curious, so they naturally gravitate towards you. And for about an hour, I almost hyperventilated and cried because I couldn't get my children past this troop of giraffes that were very curiously looking at this mummy and her children, while we were looking at that giraffe and their children. Some poor German tourist came by on his bicycle, and I like hijacked his arm and made him walk me past the giraffes. It was horrendous. Yeah.
I've got something here. Lisa Reddy says.
Yes.
That is so pertinent. After a holiday, I need a holiday.
Yes.
Judy, that's how you felt when you came here to tell me about me, and that's how I felt when you left. And after every holiday, yes, I need a holiday. And it's quite funny because my husband, the last time, he's like, you've got your list and you've got all this, like, that's ridiculous. We're only going for one night. And I'm like, did you think of suntan lotion? He's like, huh? I'm like, bug repellent, we're camping. Huh? First aid kits. There's nothing there. They're going to like kill themselves. Unless you bring the first aid kit, then they might not. But if you don't bring the first aid kit, there's going to be blood. You know, and
but
it's
also,
it's such a strain preparing for a holiday.
But also, you need to remember, you're not in your own home, so everything is different. Mom usually still takes on the brunt of the kids. There's feeding people. Even if you are eating out all the time, the kids still need to be watched out. And Dad usually, I don't know, well, in my case, Dad usually has a wonderful holiday. And he's so relaxed.
No, he works very hard. He drives.
Yeah, okay. I forgot.
He prepare the meat and the salads and the like everything else.
I do love my husband.
So where we going this weekend? I'm so excited. We are going to 22 waterfalls in Portugal. And it's called 22 waterfalls because there's a hike you can go on there. And you go up and there are 22 waterfalls. So you can swim waterfall with a pool. Now I've heard very mixed reviews. So I've heard like a lot of people raving about it, saying it's fantastic. I've heard some people say the owners are rude. Now, it's interesting because I got emailed a list of rules, and there's no drinking, there's no loud music, there's no partying, there's no like rough stuff, basically. And I'm like, that's fantastic. So I suspect those reviews are people that are like sapers.
Or they didn't realize. It sounds like a very natural space. And I think that again is also not for everybody.
Yeah, and I mean, there's rules surrounding where you can eat, where you can't eat. And I don't think it's about the food. I think it's about the litter, because some people just chuck their chip packets and, you know.
Or about
I mean,
or the wildlife. Could it not be also because of the wildlife? I mean, like, if you think that we shouldn't be feeding wild animals any of our human food to start with. So if somebody drops sandwiches or something and a caracal comes along and eats it, you know, I'm using a very big example here, or tortoise goes and chomps on your brown bread as opposed to its normal vegetation. Perhaps that's one of the reasons.
Yeah, I don't know, but I suspect it's people that are too loud and drinking that get put in their place. I'll let you guys know. So far, I've had dealings with the lady there. It's been absolutely fantastic. Another thing that also happened is that, as you know, the weather's not doing so great in the Western Cape right now. It's pretty cold. It's going to start raining. Tomorrow, there's, I think, rain for at least half the day. And we want to go on this hike, and apparently it's quite long, you know, because I don't think it's that long, but you're going to want to stop and swim and, you know, and do stuff. So I sent the lady a message saying, you know, the book-out time is early Sunday morning. I can't remember, 9, 10 o'clock or something. Probably 10 or 11. I think that's standard book-out time. But the weather's going to be quite nice on Sunday. So I sent her a message and said, we're happy to book out early, but is there a possibility that we can still hike on Sunday if we can't hike on Saturday? And she's like, no, that's fantastic. She said, we're not going to chase you away.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So far, I've had a great experience with her, but we haven't been there yet. And then the other thing that the Google reviews and everything is saying is that the hike with the waterfalls is too treacherous for children. So look, we'll see, and I'll do a full review and let you all know how it was.
Let me know. That sounds like something I'd love to try with Hamish, obviously. Yeah, but I you see, a lot of the things, like I want to do Lion's Head, but I'm too scared to take him up.
Yeah,
you know, so it would be nice to know, like, would he be able to handle that sort of thing?
Well, from my side, I'm happy if I just get to one waterfall and swim over there. I love it. It's so beautiful. Yeah. So, yeah, fantastic. Croatia hasn't been on a holiday in years. Yeah, that's awful. We didn't go for ages. We haven't been for a very, very long time. And now I've just decided we're just going to do it. I have to. We just got to get away a bit. Ooh, Zarina's done Lion's Head with her son. I want to take my kids there as well.
How old is he, Zarina?
Yeah, we'll get that answer soon.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can tick off that 22 waterfalls. I've spoken about Buffelsfontein. I loved it. Oh, somebody said something about elephants. There's no elephants at Buffelsfontein. In the, walking around the park, you've got white rhino. So those aren't the grumpy ones, but I'd still be a bit nervous of them. Giraffe, buffalo, which I also wouldn't get too close to.
No.
And lots of, buck and stuff. They do have lions. And there we go. He's 3 years old. Fantastic.
Okay.
And then they got lions, but they are in an enclosed, in a secure enclosure. And while we were sleeping at night, we could hear the lions, making their little sounds and stuff. So it was pretty cool. It was especially nice knowing that they were locked up and not a danger to us.
Yeah, you don't really want to wake up with your foot gone, because the lion was hungry.
No, definitely not. That wouldn't be nice. Okay, so we've got the next giveaway. Oh, I've got them in the wrong order. So let's share my screen. I've got that ready. Soft lips. I've got a 2-pack, so it's 2 duo packs. One is going to be French vanilla, and the other one is raspberry rush. And this is Soft Lips, one of my favorite lip balms. I'm going to stop sharing that. So join in the comments, and you could win that pack. Oh, we got Jacqueline, Candace, everybody. Oh, baby cubs. Oh, yeah, baby cubs are so cute. And we didn't see the lions up close. I don't think they were cubs, but they were in an enclosure, so they were quite far away. So we did see them at a distance, and we heard them, but we didn't get up. We didn't get up close. So, Judy, you were telling me that you've got a very interesting way of using soft lips.
Yeah, so my skin is pretty sensitive, and I have like sensory issues. So to me, I struggle with some creams because they're just like too oily, and I'm not a big fan of like Vaseline. Again, it's just the feel on my fingers. So one of the things is I love soft lips, and I don't find that it's oily at all, and I don't, I'm not irritated by the feel on my lips. So I got a cold sore a while back, just like a little pimple kind of thing on my nose, and I wanted to get rid of it, and I was like, what am I using to put on here? And I actually used the soft lips as opposed to like a Vaseline or a cream. And just, a couple of days later, it was gone, so I actually just used that.
Fantastic. I love that. What have you ladies used soft lips for? I mean, I've only ever put it on my lips. So, yeah, lip balm. Emma, she's addicted to it, carries it in her bag. I love lip balm, and especially I've been using it now since, I've always used lip balm, but I've been using it a lot more since the pandemic because I find I get these like masked lips, which is not very comfortable. And there was a tip given not last week, the week before, that you put on lip balm before you put your lipstick on, and it helps keep it even and, looking really, really good. So I like that. Nice. Cool. Let's have a look. Who have we got? Wow, ladies, it's coming fast and furious. Okay, Jackie Pinar, congratulations. You are going to win soft lips. Just pop me an inbox on Kaboutjie and I will arrange that for you. Cool. So what else did I want to talk about? Ooh, okay. I don't know which giveaway I've got actually lined up next. Okay, it is the right one. But before we do another giveaway, do you want to chat to us about Book Nook?
Oh, yes. Okay, so I've got to go, guys, I've got to work remotely again and move back to my room. So we've been doing a weekly book review, which is something I used to do with Kids Book Club, and I absolutely love books for kids, and I can't get enough of sharing any of the books. Sorry, I'm going remotely back to the lounge. I don't know how you all deal with me moving up and down like this, but thank you. Yeah, so we've been doing this last month. We've been working with Little Book Nook, which is a startup book club. Well, not book club, little startup online bookstore, and she has the most amazing little books. I see you. So currently, I'm not aware of any book clubs because I know Kids Book Club closed. I was speaking to Little Book Nook about like subscription books because I found that was so much easier because then you just like literally put your kid's age in and you get you just get a parcel of books that are age specific. There possibly are some out there, but currently I'm just not aware of any. So this week, the review will be up just now. This is the little one that we're reading, and her book prices are really, really good. So this is The Lamb Who Came for Dinner. Now, this little book is so cute because the big bad wolf is hungry. He doesn't like what he's got. It's vegetable stew, and he just wants a hot pot, right? Which was naturally the lamb. But he comes to care for the lamb, and he obviously can't hurt the lamb. And there's just so many little messages and morals in this particular story. But yeah, the review will be up straight after this. I'm just going to, there I am. And the review will be up straight after this. But her books are really good. I've thoroughly enjoyed. I think we've done 4 with her now, and Hamish has loved each one of the ones that she sent over. So I would definitely go onto littlebooknook.co.za, have a look at her books, and invest in some. And if you don't know what books to choose for your child, at what age, she is an educator, and she will actually be able to give you the right information and age-appropriate books.
Stunning. Judy, did I see on there that it's got a CD with it?
This one does, yes. And I think I'm going to lie, but I think it's like 149 Rand. So there's quite a few that are published by, let me just find you the publisher, Little Tiger. And also if you buy like the Julia Donaldson books and that, many of them actually nowadays do have little CDs at the back. And your child can then listen to these really, really cute, funny stories. And the voices are always so animated, and the sound effects. And sometimes you just want to put that on,
And have a break.
What is that? What is that?
I'm just saying, maybe if you put the book in his lap and put the CD on and you run away, you might be able to boil the kettle.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen either. Yesterday,
drink your coffee hot.
I'm just going to say yesterday, I actually posted on my Instagram, how's your day going? Mine is I've boiled my kettle 4 times and haven't had a cup of coffee yet kind of day.
Yeah.
Because that was my reality.
Serena, you're asking about good books. I'm not sure the age of your kids, but one of my favorite kids' books that I enjoy reading to my kids, because it's so much fun. I can't remember the author, and of course I'd have to run downstairs and go dig in my kid's room, and I can't guarantee I'll find anything in there. But it's called Curly the Chameleon, and it's written by a South African author and illustrated by a South African. And it's so beautifully written. It's about this chameleon basically going up a branch and being taken by a bird and how it drops down. But the whole thing rhymes. Oh my gosh, Judy's gone. Oh dear, let's hope she makes it back. But the whole book is just so beautifully done with the way it rhymes and the flow and the pictures. Everything is absolutely stunning. So Zarina, keep an eye out for that. Curly the Chameleon. And there's another one also written by the same author, and it's called something the Hardy-Dar. I think Hagar the Hardy-Dar or something the Hardy-Dar. And also very beautifully done. Judy, you're back.
I'm back. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing as I was moving. I'm using my clicker to hold my phone up, guys. My arm is getting such good cardio.
Put it on something.
Because then you all see my double chin, and I'm so vain.
Don't switch arms, because that's going to be a real good workout, and then you're going to have one squeeze and one chicken wing arm.
So that's what I've been doing. Maybe next week I'll jump on the stepper and I'll speak to you guys from the step.
No, you make me feel lazy.
So I did hear about your book magically. Some of the books that we enjoy for Hamish's age is I did a book review on Indescribable by Louis Giggler. That's beautiful. It's a lovely book. Also, the book review is on mine, on my blog. He just Lynn gave him a book voucher for his birthday, and he went and he bought a Paw Patrol book with sound, which he can read along with, which is a really good thing for little ones because then they read with you. So they learn to read from left to right, and then they learn where the words are going because you're pointing, and then they actually like press the sound or drive the steering wheel or, that kind of thing. Julia Donaldson, I just love her work. So I love her.
Julia Donaldson, I think that's the same author of Curly the Chameleon. It rings a...
Could be.
Listen, I don't know who these ladies are laughing at. Look at this.
Probably me.
No,
yeah, if you're laughing at me, it's okay. It's Friday. I'm laughing with you, so it's good.
But it is fantastic. You are going to love it. And the thing is, and I think this is the thing as well, is that, when you're reading these boring books and your kid wants it every blimmin' night for 6 months, and you finish reading them like again, and I'm like, no. I enjoyed it. It was my favorite book. I don't know if it was their favorite book, to be honest, but it was my favorite book. So.
But have you seen the books at Wimpy?
No.
Okay, so I grabbed them at the same time. So they're all South African authors, and they were published by, and I want to say it correctly, Ethnic Kids. So, and Wimpy are giving them away with your kids' meal. So there's 6 in the collection. There are 6 in the collection. I'm also doing a book review on each one because I can, but I have to tell you that I'm not a fan of one of them, unfortunately.
Oh.
I find it a little graphic. The elephant dies. So it swallows up people, and the woman starts a fire in its tummy, and then it dies. And Hamish had so many questions that I just felt that the book was it's a lovely story and it's beautifully written and the illustrations are lovely. But it was a very sensitive topic for little one. Yeah, so I have written that in my review though, guys. I'm pretty honest with my reviews like that. It's nothing against the book or the author. It was just the subject matter for the kids that these books are aimed at. But one of the ones I absolutely love is How the Elephant Saved Summer. And it's all about this little baobab tree and how the elephants have to avoid the baobabs. Excuse me. And but they don't know why. They must just do it. And how one breaks away and doesn't follow this, and then they make friends and they save summer together. And I thought it was such a good message for our children, not just to blindly follow what everyone thinks about somebody, but to make up their own minds.
And I think that's a huge thing.
Yes.
One kid decides they don't like somebody for some reason, and it just kind of spreads around. And it's very nasty.
I saw someone was talking about the McDonald's books as well. Those are also lovely.
Yeah, that was Serena. The comments are coming. So instead of
I'm trying to, and the monkey. This little monkey and crocodile is very, very cute. It's such a sweet story. And the best part, I'm only going to show you one, but the best part is when you have all 6 books, it makes a South African flag at the back.
Oh, that is so cool.
No, it's lovely. Listen, we are buying Wimpy kids meals purely for the sake of the book. I love Wimpy.
I'm definitely going to go there. I love books. I'm such a fan of books. So, Judy, I want to talk about something else, and this is probably going to get everybody. Squid Games.
Oh.
So, Squid Games has come out on Netflix. I'm sure you've all heard about it. And then yesterday, our school sent out a message about the type of content that you let your children watch. Ooh. So here's the thing, is that I saw Squid Games on Netflix, and my daughter said to me, Mommy, can I go onto your profile on Netflix to watch Squid Games? And I hadn't heard anything about it. And I said, yeah, I don't see why not. I don't always go with the age restriction. And the thing is, my husband and I had started watching the first 10 minutes of it. And I turned it off because I'm like, this looks really boring. So, well, if you want to go watch some boring thing with subtitles, then go for it. So she watched the first episode, and then I went hiking with friends, and I mentioned Squid Games, and they're like, "Don't let your kids watch that; it's terrible." I'm like, "Oh, oops." So I told her now she's not allowed to watch it, but everybody's talking about Squid Games. So after I watched the first episode, and it's really, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I let my child watch this." You've seen it.
I did not know what Squid Games was. I was scrolling through Facebook. I don't watch much TV and that because I don't have time, but I will catch like a video on Facebook. And I pressed it open because I wanted to see what it was. And it was gruesome. They had all of these people lined up on the floor and they had to lick like a cookie or whatever it is, or they were going to be shot. And it was gruesome. It was disgusting. And I, as a grown adult, was like mortified, disgusted, and horrified. And then it just got me wondering, like, if this is the kind of content we're putting out there, because this is a teenage market, they're going to lap that up.
Yeah.
What message are we giving our kids, and are we desensitizing them?
Well, that's exactly it, because now, before we got the letter and before I watched the first episode, like finished, because my husband and I watched a few minutes of it and we're like, "Oh, this looks crap," so we turned it off. But I went to the school to go pick up my kids, and all the kids waiting for their older siblings to come out were playing a game called Red Light, Green Light, which I've never heard of. That's the game at the end of the first episode. And the people that so when you say red light, green light, as you're speaking, the people can run, and as you stop speaking, they've got to stop. And in the series, anyone that's still moving when they finish speaking gets shot, and anyone that doesn't make it to the end before the time is up gets shot. And all the kids are playing this on the lawn outside the school. And I was like, oh, and I would admit it. I let my daughter watch the first episode. I made a huge mistake, but it just goes to show, you need to really monitor the whole thing before you make that decision. So I think that the first episode is not as graphic as the next ones. I don't know. I have to watch more.
So, well, look, I haven't seen it. I saw that one little trailer part on Facebook, and that was enough for me to know that there's no way I'm watching that. But I think this is the problem. It's like you see it with like TikTok challenges and stuff like that, where these kids are just doing stupid things. So the Tide Pods, where they were eating those, and where they were getting someone to jump and pull the chair, and kids were breaking their back.
And the cinnamon challenge. You can land up in hospital.
This is it. So
do that to sing it on YouTube.
But having said that, I also need to say something else. As much as I'm disgusted by it, and I'm horrified that our generation have got to the point where we have desensitized people to, and not just kids, but people. You also can't protect your child from it. It's going to be there. Your child's going to go to school and hear from it from someone else, even if you're not letting them watch it. Yeah. So we still need to be having all these conversations with our children. If something like this comes up, we need to sit them down and go, "Hey, sweetheart, this is why I don't want you to watch it. This is pretty much what it's about. Your friends are probably going to think you're uncool, but unfortunately, these are our rules."
Yeah. Definitely. Croatia, I do get what you're saying, the moral behind the story. I've only watched the first episode and a tiny bit of the second. But I think, people get themselves stuck into such huge debt, and they feel like they've been swallowed up. So as a recovering alcoholic and addict, I've been in a bad place with money. So I think it is. Money is a very stressful thing. So, I think, I don't know the whole moral because I haven't watched past, the first sort of second episode yet. But this is a huge thing. It's going all over the place. I've seen lots of posts now on Facebook about it. As you can see, we've got relatable to an adult, but not for kids. It's violent. Yeah, there we go. And apparently kids are also taking their phones to school. That was in our letter. Phones and tablets and watching inappropriate content. But as I understand it now, like I've stopped my kids. I'm not allowing them to watch Squid Games, but apparently there's lots of YouTube videos on it.
We so for Hamish, obviously because he's younger, we only use YouTube Kids. So I know that YouTube Kids is on his phone. I program it to the age I've programmed it to a little bit older, but that's just because emotionally he can handle that. But there's no adverts. There's none of this nonsense where he's going to accidentally get, something from Squid Games is going to come up.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we only put YouTube on the TV, so I can hear exactly what's going on, and I can see it while I'm working. So, but yeah, we've got the adult YouTube, but I do monitor it quite closely. So, so we've got a lot of feedback on this. Yeah, I mean, I just want to watch it because I want to see what the hype is about. Yeah, so
but I think that's also, it becomes like this cult following, because now, I mean, I was on one of the sites looking for a little Halloween outfit for Hamish. I was actually looking for a pirate outfit. So I wasn't even looking for like a ghost or anything. And all of a sudden there's Squid Game's outfits. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So what next? We're going to get Squid Game toys, and then the merch is just going to follow,
Well, apparently they've got those white slippers, those white shoes. Apparently those are like taking the world by storm right now, because all the guys wear this like uniform.
Yes.
So white shoes are selling out at a crazy rate. So yeah. Look, Emma, I think for an adult, there's, there would be some lessons in it, but yeah, for kids, I think it totally desensitizes them. Yeah, I never played Red Light, Green Light as a kid.
I think when I was thinking, it sounded something like we used to play something called like Red Rover, and it was pretty much similar. Like, so somebody would say, Red Rover, are you coming over? Something like that. And then it's like red light, green light, and you run.
Okay. I don't know what the crate challenge is yet, Candace. We can discuss that once I've reached that section. Yeah, definitely. Look, my feeling after watching the first episode is I feel like I failed as a mother, because that was, and apparently the first episode's not that bad, but it was pretty violent and it was just not, if I had watched it myself, I would have thought, oh, this is quite, violent. But when I watched it, I knew my daughter had watched it, and my heart just,
I must admit, we let Hamish watch Sweet Tooth, which is, Brent was like, are you sure? Because it's pretty graphic. And I watched with him. So like we sat there and I was like, okay, let's get through the first episode if you actually enjoy it. And he got very into the movie, but we were able to stop it. Stop at a point if he had a question, and we spoke him through it, and he was like, okay, but it's not real, mommy. And even that I thought was pretty gruesome. But Squid Games is a whole new level of just don't do it.
No, it's definitely not aimed at children. Sweet Tooth, my kids have watched that. They absolutely loved it. That is aimed at kids.
Yeah.
So,
but also, I think, we talk children, but our teens, so many of them are also not actually emotionally mature enough to digest content like that. And they're the ones that are lapping this up. They're like, okay, cool, we got this new thing on Netflix, great stuff, let's watch it. They're the ones going to high school, and they're like, okay, well, how do we make this challenge a little bit better? Let's see if we can try that with our friends. So we...
Yeah, somebody also mentioned now, they're going to take these challenges and make TikTok videos. That was just back in the comments. And I think totally, I mean, social media, I mean, we work online. So I have a love-hate relationship with social media. So
I fully agree. Sorry, with the previous comments. Our children have so many friends. They're going to have a lot of friends their entire lives if they get one mom. And it's our job to be mom.
I think if we're being an uncool mom, we're probably being a good mom.
Yep. I am so uncool.
Yeah, and my kids can watch stuff that a lot of people can't. Like Judy Hamish is quite sensitive.
Yes.
My kids can. In fact, my son loves all the gruesome. Oh, I've got to keep an eye on him so badly. But yeah, it's still not close to appropriate. Oh, there's a lot of ads that reflect on it. I haven't seen that yet. Yeah, YouTube kids, 100%.
Yeah.
As Sandra was saying, the social media and everything else. Yeah, and I think this is the thing, is that my son is 7, and he said that some of the kids in his class have watched the whole series. So that's a bit okay, you know. Waiting for Christmas. Yeah, okay. There's too many for me to get through. But yeah, I mean, this is a really good discussion. Oh, Lisa's the bad mom. It's absolutely fine to be the bad mom, you know, and I do think we need to expose our kids to certain things to toughen them up in life. But I think when it comes to the stuff you watch on, you know, the series and the TV and all the content that they absorb, I think that there has to be strict measures there.
I very much try and have a gentle mom approach with Hamish. So like we'll talk it through and but I also, the 80s mom in me, she just comes out so often and she's like, no, because I said so. Sorry. That's just a non-negotiable. We're just not doing it. You know, and a lot of the time it's regards to things like this, what you're allowed to watch, the content that you're consuming, you know, sleep outs. We had that discussion about we don't do sleep outs, that that sort of thing. Yeah,
I don't do them at all, ever.
So I think our next t-shirt after behind the scenes should be I'm an uncool mom. And that's cool. I'm a fun mom, I'm just uncool.
You've got Caitlin saying she's got TikTok and she's shocked. She's got TikTok and she's shocked to see what people post. My daughter tried to download TikTok and that got blocked like so badly. I don't know social media at all.
I've started TikTok and it honestly, I don't really get it. I did a really good one. I thought it was good yesterday, but I try and only share like pretty places we go to and crafts we do and things like that. And I realized that my content is not popular, and I'm okay with that.
I don't think I'd be a cool TikToker. I haven't.
No, I'm not a dancer. No.
I've got no rhythm.
You don't want to see me dancing while I'm putting the kettle on. I'm just saying.
I don't dance when I put the kettle on. So.
I do, but it's usually because I'm stepping over the Lego or avoiding the toys that have been thrown on the floor.
There you go, Judy. There's a market.
Awesome. I love the uncool mom.
Dancing is so sketchy. I mean, sometimes there's music videos that come on, and I'm like, turn that off. I mean,
I want to know who makes up some of these dances, because the choreographers have got very lazy. I'm just saying, because doing this is really not a dance. You know?
No, definitely not. Cool. So I want to share something really cool. So, okay, we've done a bit of like stuff of kids watching Squid Games and stuff, but I want to share with you guys. I unboxed this. Was it last? No, it was the week before. So it's the Luna and Jelly period pack. So this, I can't remember which one this is. I'd have to look it up on my phone, and I don't know if I'd be able to find it. So my daughter's 9. She's turning 10 next week. And I'm just preparing for periods because I don't want her to be caught unawares, and I want her to be educated, and I don't want to have a negative sort of thing around periods. And Judy put me in touch with Luna and Jelly. So this is the Luna and Jelly bag we received. And inside, it's full of fantastic stuff. Now, I gave it to my daughter last night. It's been crazy because I was tired and things were getting out of control and hectic. My kids were away at my parents', and then I was sick, and then my husband was sick, and then my daughter was sick. My son didn't get sick. He's a very good boy. So finally last night, I called my daughter, and she unwrapped this gift from Luna and Jelly. She is so in love. She is so, so happy. So the first thing she pulled out was the beanbag. And this is now her prized possession. She's so angry because I told her I need to just keep this bag because I have to do more photography. I've got to write my review. And she's like, you know, like little girl, angry face and the fists going. She wanted this. So this is a little bean bag to put in the microwave to warm up. And then she also loved, so these are little information booklets, and they are addressed to my daughter, so they're personalized. And when she saw that it says, lovely Calista, it's addressed to her, She was so like overwhelmed and excited. So yeah, she loves this. And then she pulled out, let's get everything that's in here now. She's mixed things up and put everything in different places. So let me just see what I've got here. So this little bag, and this is exactly what I was looking for. I wanted to have a little bag for her to put her pads and her wipes and all of her period stuff in, so we can pop it in, close it up, and put it in her school bag. So, I mean, I don't mind if she starts at home. I've got pads in the bathroom. It's not a biggie. But my concern is if she starts her period at school, I don't want her bleeding through her dress and getting embarrassed or not having a pad. You know, I want her to be able to be fully 100% prepared. So this is the little bag that we're going to put her pads in. She has told me, though, that all the sweeties she received are going to go in here, and this is going to be her sweetie bag. So we'll see how this goes. So she got a little paper bag, which is full of all sorts of sweets and lollipops and things. And she got pads, which she kind of looked at and said, "Oh, it's pads." I put them on the side. I didn't mention them again. But this is, you know, the important part of the period pack. There's some beautiful, lovely wipes in little pink packets, which is so cute. And then hot chocolate. And where's the marshmallows? It's in the sweetie bag, I think. And a couple of packs of marshmallows, which I don't know whether are they in here. She's rearranged everything, you know, as these little girls do. And she loves hot chocolate and marshmallows, so she's so excited about this. And there's a little cream, and there is a little bottle of hand sanitizer. So it's a really, really fantastic pack. It's also she's also scented it with essential oils, which, you know, absolutely everything about this just makes it so special, so beautiful. And it's exactly what I was looking for, because I was talking to you, Judy, a couple of weeks back, or maybe a month or two, and I was telling you how I want to either make up a period pack or buy it for my daughter so that she's got it all ready. And you suggested Luna and Jelly, and it has not disappointed. I am blown away.
I'm at that where I believe every little girl should have one of these. I really do. I think that it just makes that transition from little girl into womanhood, because they're becoming little women now. And it just makes it such a positive experience, because for so many, it's so negative.
Well, that's exactly it. And it was so beautiful. I gave her this, you know, it was all wrapped up with her name and a pretty bow on. And she said to me, "Mommy, is this for my birthday next week?" I said, "No, this is because you're going to become a woman soon and you need to be prepared." And she just glowed. So it was stunning.
But it's also such a special moment between mom and her daughter. It's something that, like, she's not sharing that with dad. It's a you thing. It's a you and her kind of deal, you know. And she's like, "Mom now knows that I am growing up."
Exactly, 100%. It's absolutely stunning. We've got somebody asking about your arm, Judy. How's it hanging?
Listen, I'm still here. Have you noticed I got lower?
This is your Friday workout.
It was so funny too, because like Brent bought me this new laptop, which was really sweet of him. It's our anniversary next week. When's the 4th? Yeah, it's our anniversary soon. And I was like, I need a new laptop. I'm working more on the laptop because my WhatsApp, my WordPress app died on my phone. It just would not connect with my blog at all. Lynn knows the trauma I went through, because it was trauma. I lost my blog for 2 days, I think, Lynn. Yeah. So there was a lot of build up, and I was like, you know, that if we buy another laptop, you can like write it off as my anniversary gift. I'm just saying, and it's actually more of a gift for you than me, because we were trying to share one. So we went out and we bought me this nice new little laptop, and I'm like still getting used to it. And it goes this morning, 15 minutes before we're going to go live, you have an update, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to do it now or later? I'm like, I got 15 minutes. Let me do it now. And then Lynn jumps on and she's like, oh, well. So I was like, okay, guess what? I'm working remote. This is the true behind the scenes, guys.
Yeah, okay. So we've got Tamron asking about Luna and Jelly. Okay, it's not Luna and Jelly, it's Luna and Jelly. I'll grab the link for you.
Yeah, so like moon, Luna the name for the moon, and then Jelly like angel.
Angel eye and Jelly. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
I'll grab the link and I'll pop it in the comments later as soon as I can. So on the note of Luna and Jelly, okay, I've got that ready. I'm getting so good at this. Oh wait, no, I clicked on the wrong thing. I was getting good at this. Now I don't know what I'm doing. Invite, share. Share. Okay, so Luna and Jelly. Oh, did I just take it off? You know, I was getting too confident saying I'm rocking.
It's Friday. It's Friday. Something has to.
Okay, so what Luna and Jelly is giving away, it's not the pack that I've got. It's a Luna and Jelly Express pack. So it's got 1 pack of pads, 1 pack of panty liners, hot chocolate, marshmallows, sweet treats, the personalized info pack. And so that's all the stuff on the left. On the right-hand side, she's also going to give away a beautiful bow. The company is called Beautiful. And the bows are made by a little girl. I think she's 8 years old. And I shared about this in the previous video as well. The little girl is 8 and she started her own little business. And she's actually helping to support the family because her dad was retrenched or let go during COVID. So, yeah, if you've got a little girl and you would like that, let us know. Also, just give me your town. So, Luna and Jelly is sponsoring the prize. You can either pick it up in Durbanville, stroke 8zicht. I don't know if it's the same area. She said if you're in that area, you can pick it up. Or alternatively, she will send it to you, but the courier cost is not included because she is a small business. And she's actually sponsored a number of these prizes. So we're going to be giving away a number of them in later live videos. So, yeah, let us know where you are and if you are interested in that. I think it's just, I'll be honest, I talk a lot with my daughter and I've been really worried about puberty and periods and how am I going to cope, how am I going to help her? And all of the stuff that I've come across, I'll be writing a post at some stage. I'm going to be reviewing this on my website, but I'm also going to be writing a post just on how to prepare your daughter for a period. My daughter obviously hasn't started yet, but I've done a lot of preparation and she's really kind of asking questions. She's feeling positive about it. She's enjoying everything. So far, so good. But of course, I'll have to update you when the day comes and see were we actually prepared or not. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, someone's teenage daughter definitely deserves this. Awesome. Okay.
I think also it's very much a preteen thing as well. Because your little one, she's 9.
She's turning 10 next week.
Yeah.
And what I've been reading is that I think I started my period around 12, 13, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I was 14.
So getting periods,
No.
So yeah, it's scary. It's really, really scary.
I read such a nice thing about it was somewhere on Facebook. Something that just came up and was someone's daughter had leaked through her school dress, and one of the young boys I don't know if you've read it. One of the young boys handed his jersey before anybody else could see, so that she could wrap it right. And I think it's so important to make our boys just as sensitive to these things, so that it doesn't become something embarrassing or something to tease about or that sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the other things I'm going to be buying, there's 2 more things I want to buy, and I don't know where to get it yet. I've kind of been researching and looking around. I did find some really ugly ones on Take-A-Lot, but yeah, I want it to be a nice experience. Is panties. So panties you can actually wear when you have your period. I don't think it's necessary.
I can look at those
in place of a pad, but I want it more to be something so that my daughter can start wearing those at school every day. So if she does start, it's not going to bleed through and she'll have time to go to the bathroom, time to clean herself up, put a pad on, that sort of thing. And then also,
but I think people are using them as in replacement of pads?
I think there are.
Yeah.
But I think I might like to buy reusable pads as well. For me, I don't think I'd like the feeling of bleeding into a panty. I wouldn't feel it's very secure or safe.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I would feel about that. I have seen them, and there's been some really nice ones. I'm gonna send you a link later because I'm thinking of someone, but I need to go online and just double check. Also,
the only thing is they look really pricey. They look really, really pricey.
They are, but you know who sells them? If you go onto the cloth moms, you know, the cloth nappy moms, they usually have, most of the cloth nappy moms also make like the reusable pads, and they make the reusable panties as well.
Okay, fantastic.
And I think because a lot of them are making, I think because they make them, you could like maybe specifically talk to them and say, look, that really dark gray is just not going to cut it. Do you maybe have something in a gentle, girly color?
Well, pretty.
But they also,
the ones
but there also might be a reason.
Very nicely priced, but they were like, when I looked at them and I thought, oh, those look like granny panties.
But there might be a reason why they like that. You see, I don't know enough about this. There could be like that could be for a reason.
Well, look, this is my next step.
Yeah.
I'm not there, but you know, I've gotten the period booklets from Beanie Period, which are fantastic. I'll include that in my blog post when I get there. That's kind of opened up the discussion with me and Calista. It's been absolutely superb and beautifully illustrated and just set out so nicely. Next step is the period pack that I've got now. So I've got like tick tick. And then my next step is the period panties and the reusable pads. And like I say, the period panties is not going to be for like everyday use all the time at home. It's specifically going to be for, you know, if she goes out to school or, you know, goes on a school outing or goes to school. Specifically for school, when she's surrounded by all of her peers. I don't want her to start her period for the first time, and until she's adjusting to her period, you know, maybe when she's older it'll be fine. But in that first little bit of, you know, figuring it out, I want the period panties. So that's my next step. Yeah. So I'll any suggestions, ladies, they are more than welcome. Whack them in the comments.
Okay, so I'm just going to give you a quick update on the clicker. It's been amazing. My hand is still in one piece. I'm literally using my clicker to hold up my phone.
Beautiful.
Sorry. Just like, as I adjusted it now, I was like, okay.
Okay, awesome. Tamaran, please inbox me on my page. I'm going to give you the prize for the Luna and Jelly Express pack with the little bow, which is so cute. Awesome. Jabulani.
Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, so now we're going to go back to my room because everything was set up there and Hamish has probably played with it. So last year, yes, this has been a very, very busy live for me. So last year I worked with a company called Jabulani Africa, and Wayne is awesome. He makes laser cut Christmas decorations. He also does an amazing range of educational toys. And I just love everything that he has on his website. I'm going to quickly show you. So like these he cut for me last year. Beautiful little wooden decorations for the tree. And one of the things we got from him was the most beautiful nativity scene. Now, I struggle to do Christmas without a nativity scene, and sorry, you know Henry's game. So Henry, please turn it down for me. So I'm going to show it to you quickly. You're going to turn my bedroom at the same time. Can you see? I'm going to try and show you just how beautiful each piece is. And I'm going to take 2 or 3 little pieces and I'm going to go back this way. Right. I really need a bigger house or a better office, right? Actually, I don't. Yeah. So you can, there we go. So each little piece is cut out. And yeah, I just wanted to bring, you know, some notice for him, purely because if you are looking for handmade Christmas decorations that are going to last you a lot longer from someone local, he's definitely somebody to to look at, and have a look at the educational products as well. I will put a link on my Facebook. And if you tune in next week, we are having a giveaway.
Yay! Christmas!
Listen, I'm all about Christmas at the moment. Some of my decorations are already up.
Oh, wow.
So,
No, I'm still planning for a birthday next week.
I am. No, you see, for us, as soon as our first Christmas marketing comes up, I already have some of the Christmas decorations up so that I can get content, because every image that I use on my blog is an image I personally take. And so, I like it to be new images. I don't like to repurpose a lot of my images. So we went to Toys R Us. Toys R Us invited Hamish and I for the launch of their Christmas top toys. So we were there on Tuesday. So I already had a whole lot of Christmas goodies out so that we could start taking content photos.
Awesome. Yeah, I saw one of those photos. It looked like so much fun.
It was absolutely incredible. I mean, it's every child's dream to just run amok in a toy shop, right? Mm-hmm. And then Jeffrey the giraffe goes, here's my toy shop, have a thought, and go crazy. Oh, and while you're at it, here's some goodies for you. He was so ecstatic. He was actually overwhelmed in the beginning. So some of the first photos, you can actually see the shock and overwhelm on his face. And but by the end of it, he was like, wow, this is amazing. Then he opened this big box of stuff, and he took one little meerkat out, Lynn, and it was so beautiful to watch, because he has this massive stuff, and he literally takes the little meerkat, and that is like his prized possession in the whole wide world. It was so cute. Yeah.
I saw those photos. I see the meerkats all over the place.
Yes. Yes, but you have me on a personal Facebook, so I spam my personal Facebook with my pictures. Like, I don't know how people still have me on there, and I'm okay with that. Like, once a year, I issue a thing, and I go to all my friends, I love you. I'm not offended if you delete me. It's okay.
I'm still here. You're one of the few people I still have in my feed. I love seeing pictures of him and all of his stuff. So, yeah, there's a lot of negativity on Facebook and conspiracy theories, and quite frankly, there's quite a lot of crazy. Sorry, guys, if you're out there.
We do love you.
No, I like just seeing. It makes me happy to see little pictures of Hamish and his red hair running all over the place. I enjoy it.
I love seeing photos of my friends and family doing things. Like, I can read the news. I can catch up on the conspiracy theories. I know what's happening on Netflix. So I love to see when they share their personal stuff. And because we work online, and because we have so many platforms, my personal space, my personal Facebook is literally just people that are honestly, it's close family, very close friends. So it's a very small knit. So I love to catch up on there.
Mm. Awesome. I feel the same. So we've got Melody. Ladies, this Melody is the owner of Luna and Jelly. So she's going to give me the pros and cons on reusable options. I'll WhatsApp you. And if anybody's got any questions about Luna and Jelly and the period packs and everything that she has to offer, there she is. She's in the comments. Go grab her over there. And I'll also tag her page, under the comments where people are asking. I'm not sure when I'll get to it because we're going away. And as you all know, it's a bit crazy.
So Monday, you'll have your holiday from being on holiday.
Monday will be my holiday from my holiday. Definitely.
I understand. I totally understand.
Cool. So let's see. Okay, so we've got that. We've done Luna and Jelly. Oh, I've got my winner. What else have we got? Oh, I've got one giveaway left. Oh, let me go get that ready. Okay.
What are we giving away?
It's my giveaway. It's going to be something everybody needs. A Checkers virtual voucher. Because how hectic are the prices for food right now?
Yeah. And with petrol's going up.
I know. Petrol's going up. Food. I mean, in the last year, the amount of increases with food, I just don't know what to do. How is everybody coping? Because I just don't know. How are you coping with the food prices, Judy?
Well, I find that I've got a lot of boys at home, so they eat a wonderful amount of stuff. But thankfully, because I'm used to living on one income, you know, you learn how to make things really, really stretch. And I find that I'm definitely stretching things a lot more than I was a couple of weeks ago, you know. So,
well,
just the price of...
You've got 7 kids. So, like, how do you stretch something that's not so stretched?
I think when it comes to suppers, for example, we use a lot of pasta. So obviously I don't have 7 kids at home anymore. Sorry, I'm making space to stand and charge my phone. But we would use a lot of pastas, and then I would alternate the toppings that we would put with the pasta. Mince is a really good staple. It goes far, and I like to add things like beans, or you add your mixed veg into that, make it go a bit further. Fit cook is a huge saving because it's literally one of those bags, like 14 Rand. I never make my own. I go down to Checkers. I just buy a bag of the pre-made dough and whip up a whole lot of fit cook for the kids. And often find like they will have that for breakfast or lunch. But like I go back to when I was raising all these tiny tots all growing up, and we would have things like oats for 5 days a week. You know, there was no such thing as cereals. It just wasn't happening on the budget we had. So you would have oats with cinnamon the first day, maybe some cut up apple, and then you would have green oats the next day, and then you could have your oats with honey on the 3rd day, and on the 4th day we had crunchy, and on the 5th day you could have your oats with butter and syrup. So it just really is about the variation, you know, making it go a little bit further and teaching our kids that they need to kind of eat what we're going to put in front of them, you know, that this is it. So I'm going to share with you something. Hamish is pretty privileged, and we are very aware of the privilege. And one of the things I refuse to do is to bring up a brat. As much as I love my child, it's being that he's so young compared to his siblings. I've never wanted him to become that bratty kid.
Yeah.
That you know. So the other day, I would not let him do something, and it was something incredibly trivial, like I don't know, not download another game or something, because you've got 37 games already. And he ran to his room in one dramatic swoop, and he lay on his bed, and he told me his life was terrible. Well, every instinct in my mom world went, no, your life is not terrible. And I hopped him up, and we had this little discussion, and I asked him about the people that he had seen outside, the ones that didn't have homes. And where did they sleep? No, he doesn't know. So we opened up this discussion, and we're into these people have children. They obviously, because we've now discussed that they didn't really have homes, they didn't have food, they didn't have toys, they couldn't just walk into the toy shop and buy something. And obviously they had children. So I said, where do you think their children are sleeping? Where do you think, what are their children wearing? What toys are their children playing with? And it was such a necessary conversation for us to have. And anyway, fast forward 2 days later, because he then understood and he was more grateful for what he did have. Fast forward 2 days later, he's sitting in his room, and again, I had said no to something, because you see, I am that mom, I do say no. And my older children will tell you I don't, but I do. And he turned around and he went, my life is not that bad. I was like, yeah, you rethought that one, didn't you, my love? But I think that it really is your perspective. You can make it go further. And I speak from from like really trying to budget for a really large family on very, very little. And just being a little bit more creative with kids, because often a child will eat it so like one of mine didn't want to eat carrots, but he would eat carrots if I took him outside and we pretended to go and pick them, and then we cut them up because the Easter Bunny gave them to him. No, for real. Like, he did not realize that it was the same carrots I offered you 3.5 seconds ago. It's okay. And we would run around and we would pretend that we were going on this big hike and we had to pick these imaginary carrots and put them in the basket, and then he had to chop them up. So it really is just about being creative. And when it comes to food, trying new things. I don't like.
We've got Taryn Kerber saying Food Lovers has 10 Rand Tuesday, and she loves that day. And Food Lovers Market, I've got to say, I've started buying from there, and they often have specials going. So you can pay like 135 Rand or 150 Rand, and you get a special where you get like a whole huge pocket of potatoes, you get a whole huge pocket of onions, a pocket of butternut, a pocket of gem squash, and a pocket of onions. Sometimes it's not every single item in that thing, but watch out for that, because then if you can pay $150 and you get all of that, I mean, you're set for ages. And they've got amazing specials for vegetables there, definitely.
But also to go in with 2 or 3 people. So if a pocket of onions is too much for you, share with your neighbor, and go half on those items.
That's what I do. When my sister-in-law goes there, she just gets all the specials and then sends me a WhatsApp saying, P.S. I'm dropping off half a pocket of potatoes. You owe me so much, And it's great. I do the same as well. So if I go there and there's specials on, I just load it up. I give it to my mother-in-law, I give it to my neighbor, and then everybody chips in. So it really is a fantastic way to do
we use a lot of fruit a week. I must admit, that's something that we go through a hang of a lot of.
So expensive.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, and I recently I told you about the lamb I got.
You did? Did you cook it?
Who can even eat lamb anymore? I mean, you can't afford it. So my parents, when they had my kids, my parents have got a farm. So when they brought my children back, I got a whole stack of firewood, like loads of it. We can buy because even wood. I mean, you burn the stuff. The other choice is electricity. I mean, that's not working great either, is it? They gave me a whole stack of butternut, a whole stack of freshly squeezed orange juice, which my dad made from his own oranges from his orchard. I got a whole stack of lamb, a whole cooler bag of lamb frozen. I was like, oh my word. We had a roast lamb on Sunday with my father. I've invited my father-in-law over, like, we've got lamb.
I have a roast chicken and a roast pork in my deep freeze for Christmas already.
Oh wow.
Because if I buy it now,
Christmas
9 weeks. The 9 weeks. Listen, Christmas is my favorite time. I'm going to be sharing one of the blog posts I wrote. It's a countdown to Christmas. So it's everything that you can do to get ready for like this ultimate Christmas. Just because Christmas is my thing. And so we have the roast meat already in the deep freeze because it's 10 times cheaper now than if I buy it 2 weeks before Christmas.
Yeah.
Because the prices ultimately just go up in December.
Well, I think I must just send my mom a message now and say, how those lambs making money? Are they fat? Because P.S., you're coming down to stay with us on the 23rd, from the 23rd to the 28th. So how's your little lambs? P.S., I ate the lamb you gave me. It's gone.
Dear Mom, on your Christmas to-do checklist, please put 1 lamb.
But I'm so bad. I'm 42 years old. And what do I do when there's school holidays? I put my kids in the car. I drive them to my parents. I unload the kids. I unload all of the luggage. I stay there for a day or 2. And then I load the car full to the roof. I mean, you saw it.
I did. So Linda, there's stuff in my car.
How's about those butternuts? Load them out.
Yes,
Load my car full with wood and fruit and everything.
No, but she says to me, there's some stuff in my car. So I didn't suspect that there was some stuff in her car. I mean, there was more stuff than there was car, and I'm still giving her. I gave you sweet potatoes, hey.
Yeah.
Here's your sweet potato. Oh wow, yeah, there is quite a bit of stuff in that car.
Listen, they've got so much butternut and so much stuff there that, like, I'm sorry, I load it up and I take it home, and I love it. And I think my mom enjoys it. She likes me loading the car. Are you watching?
Sorry, no, I'm going to tell you that.
Mom's probably watching. Do you like it?
When my kids come over, the first thing I check, and they live on their own. They work. They are capable of feeding themselves. They could probably live without me. Have you eaten? Do you need food? And I'm immediately feeding them and finding stuff for them to take with them. It's a mom thing. We do this.
Yeah.
You know, I remember visiting my grandmother, and that woman could whip up a roast chicken at 12 o'clock at night.
Oh, wow.
Not joking. Yeah, no. She'd see us coming, and she'd have her baking goods out, and she could, I'm not that good. I'm just like, wow. Like, she could just whip you up some cakes and chicken, like, or a milk tart, and no, like, those were her go-tos, you know.
It's like my grandmother, I think she was a fairy. She could just do anything, and it was just like this. It looked like no effort. So we've got Bongi says she doesn't even know the last time she had it. I only have it when my mommy gives it to me because I can't do it. That sounds so bad. Raya says lamb is 125.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of people saying spa's too expensive.
We bought a bulk pack of pork. So I think the bulk pack was like 170 rand or something ridiculous, and it had the roast in and a whole lot of chops and then some rashers. So it became 3 or 4 meals, but then I was able to put the roast away for Christmas.
Yeah. I love anything that makes the food go further. My poor husband is like so irritated with me. He hates pasta. But like you said, pasta is so versatile. The kids love it. It's one of the cheapest things to make. So I stopped making pasta so often. I would do it maybe once to twice a month.
Yeah.
And once to twice a week. And last night he got pasta again. And it's like, why? And I'm like, because we can't afford to eat anything else. You've just got to have pasta twice a week now.
I made savory mince last night with veggies, and I was going to do it on smash because I'm very lazy and I don't actually peel potatoes, but we won't tell anybody. So if I can get away with feeding you smash, it's going to happen. But also because like when I had a whole lot of kids, I knew I needed the whole pocket of potatoes to feed them. Okay, how many do you only feed 4 people? I still struggle with this. It's a big adjustment trying to cook for the nation and suddenly just feeding so few people. And so I just use a packet of smash. It's a lot easier. And Brent brought home this fresh white bread, and I was like, there is no way I'm putting this awesome savory mince on smash. It's going on toast. So we ended up having smash and toast, savory mince on toast last night, and it was so nice. And Hamish ate it.
I love eating that. And you know, I love pasta. I mean, I could eat pasta
so do I.
every single night. So could my kids, but my husband, he moans and groans and complains. Yeah, mince is fantastic. I absolutely love mince. And I love mince on toast. You put a little bit of cheese on top. Ooh.
Tasty. Yeah, I just love anything with cheese.
Oh yeah. Tamara mixes
cup of oats.
Your favorite oats.
That's right. I don't know if you've ever added soya mince to your mince.
No. Do you think I'll get away with it without my husband knowing?
You can. They have I'm trying to think what flavor it is. It's like a tomato flavor. And if you actually, if you actually cook it and you add a little nice tomato paste in there, won't even know the difference.
Well, what I've started doing is adding like a tin of beans, like either mixed beans or black beans or something to the mince, and that stretches it out nicely as well.
Yeah, I've been adding chickpeas, which is something I never used to eat. But they're so versatile when it comes to cooking. Yeah.
Those are fantastic. Yeah. And very good for you. Okay, so let's see. Sure, there's so many comments. I'm going to go with Karen Mitchell. You are winning.
Congratulations.
And Checkers voucher. pop you over here. Just send me an inbox message on my Facebook page, Kaboutjie, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Cool. I think that's all we need to. We've discussed all of your stuff. Oh, one last thing.
Wasn't me.
Ladies, I love my laser machine, my laser hair removal machine. It's so fantastic. My legs are super smooth. They're ready for summer. I've been ready for a couple of weeks. It's been amazing. The giveaway on my blog, I think it's coming to an end Monday. So make sure you enter. Also, let me just check my messages and see if the ladies come back to me. No, not yet. There might be a live giveaway for one of these babies. And they are amazing. We did discuss it, but we haven't finalized it. So, yeah, I'm hoping maybe next week, but I can't make any promises yet. So this is laser hair removal. It doesn't hurt. It's fantastic. It's not permanent, but I'm now only using it maybe once a month. And I've got no hair there, no hair on my legs, arms, and these little witchy hairs.
Oh, they're gone. Oh, yay.
Yeah. So this is absolutely fantastic. It usually goes for, I think, 3,200 Rand on their website, but boom, you can get your Bearskin laser hair removal device at 500 Rand off using my code that's on the Bearskin website. So yeah, definitely put this on your Christmas list for your husband.
It's on mine.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so nuts. I'm so surprised at how well it works. If I'd have known how well it works, I actually would have bought one years ago. Another coupon code I've got, if you are buying Pampers Premium, you can get 10% off your Pampers Premium at Takealot using my Pampers Kaboutjie code. That's on purchases up to 1,000 Rand. And you can also get 20% off your Miracle One purchases using my coupon code Kaboutjie 20%. That's valid till the end of this month. And there's a review on my website, so you can check it out and decide if you want to buy it. And Judy, you cook?
No, we're done with your cook. Sorry, guys.
Oh, Judy's done.
So my campaign with You Cook has ended. So very sadly, we're back to Judy's cooking at home. My husband is in mourning.
I would cook in mourning.
I am in mourning. But what I do want to offer you quickly before we go, we've been working with Cat Kids education for the last year with regards to Hamish and getting him ready for grade R and for school next year. And what's really great is for like 50 Rand a month, you get all your lessons sent to you, and you just simply print and do. And I find that it's easy for him to do. There's nothing, it's minimalist. So when I say minimalist, I mean that you're not looking at these bright worksheets that are confusing kids. It's all black and white. You can print some in color, and it's just really fun, educational, hands-on learning kind of stuff, especially for like grade RR and grade R. So we've been working with them for the last year, and I love their products. So what they've actually offered is the entire month of January's worksheets free to any moms who would like them for grade R. So what's really nice, if your little ones are going to grade R next year, or if your little ones are in grade RR, it's really nice to download these and start working through them so that you can prep them, or even if your little ones are finished grade R and you're looking for something to print to keep them busy over the long holidays. Now, if you want those, I need you to sign up on my blog, subscribe to my blog, because it's actually going out to all my subscribers.
Boom, there's your blog.
Yeah,
and
there it is. Look at that. Yeah. And if you haven't received and you do want it, just pop me your email via DM on Instagram or Facebook as well.
Perfect. Cool. And while we're on sharing our stuff, there's kaboutjie.com, my website. There's my Instagram @LynHaySalmon. And I've also got loads of competitions. So you can go to kaboutjie.com/competitions. And there's a competitions tab in my top menu. So I've got 4 to 5 competitions running at the moment. I have no idea what they are. because I'm tired now. My brain doesn't work.
Because it's Friday and Lynn's on holiday.
There's a 500 Rand voucher for something, for clicks, I think. There's still the laser hair removal. There's a Wriggle and Rhyme goodie bag. Smobie. Damn, you're good.
I know, look at me.
There's another one. I don't know what it is.
No, I saw the.
But if you want to know what it is, there's where you can go. It's been a long morning.
Yeah. Guys, the reason for the behind the scenes is because we're not perfect. We don't always remember.
Okay, cool stuff. So, I think that's it. We've got everybody.
I think that's it.
Yeah, total. That's awesome. Oh, there's Lauren. Thanks for all your cute ideas and enthusiasm. Thanks, Lauren. We want you here on video with us.
We do.
By the way, come join us. Lauren doesn't want to join, I think, because she doesn't know what she's doing. She's not with it.
But one of the things I love about Lauren is that when you sit down, you have a conversation with her, she just brings such a beautiful energy into the room with her.
Oh, yes, she's so much fun. So, Lauren, please come join us. You don't have to know what the hell you're doing. You can just come and laugh and chat. Yeah, Lauren's finding herself again. She's been blogging, but kind of veered off her path and doesn't know where her path has gone. And I said, that's fine. You don't have to know where you are. You can just come and be a mum and chat with us. Awesome. Everybody have a fantastic Friday. Have a great weekend. I am going away, so I am a bit scatterbrained. I'm a little bit all over the place. But all the ladies that have won the competitions, please inbox me. I can't promise you I'll get back to you today, tomorrow, or even Sunday. But I will Monday when I get back and everything is like quiet and the children are at school and the husband's at work. I'll definitely get back to you by then. Great stuff. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.